to dive into our second semifinals of the night, and we're here to find out who faces off against Chaos Fate. Now, my question to you is, who do you think has the best chance against Chaos Fate?
Neither, mate. Who are we kidding? I believe that whoever wins of these two will not be even able to take one game out of Chaos Fate.
Oh, bold move, mate. Bold move. I mostly agree, and we can get into it. We can get into it as we get into the semifinals, mate. Game 1.
Yes, welcome everyone to game number 1 in Berlingrad, LE, and Spawny here, the Mexican Zerg player. Sometimes he even plays StarCraft. This is JimRising.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Berlingrad LE, we have the Peruvian Terran player representing Unidos por el Vicio. It is Tavo.
So, Light, I have a question for you.
Go for it.
We saw Rio playing here in the tournament earlier today. But if I recall correctly, mate, you have more players than only Rio.
I do.
Where are they, mate? don't you specifically pay them to play these kinds of events?
Well, I can answer that question. So we do have 2 other Latin American players on the CranKy Ducklings. One of them is Eric, and I don't know if you know this, but Eric has been playing a lot more Age of Empires. Like, unlike Jim.
Yes, I noticed. It's my fault.
Yeah. And he did win for the Ages.
Yeah, he did. he did. It's all my fault. I gave him the copy that had brought the Dolph under your team light.
Shaking my head, Dad King, shaking my head. For those wondering, and the votes are on YouTube now, Dark King ran a tournament a StarCraft tournament where the winner won a copy of Age of Empires 4, and that was Eric. So we can title back to Dark King. It's his fault. It's all his fault.
My name will appear in the history books as the downfall of mankind.
But Eric has been playing a lot of Age of Empires. He was even playing in the 3v3 Pro League that they had. I don't know if you saw.
Yes, with Kelasur and another Brazilian guy.
No, he was playing with State, the American player.
Oh, right. I remember. They made top 8, if I recall correctly, right?
Yeah. And there was a decent prize pool, so they actually got a decent amount of money for getting top 8. But yeah, he's been playing a lot of Age of Empires. He is still playing and playing a little bit of StarCraft, but not as much. So again, he is focusing on Age of Empires until DreamHack. When DreamHack comes, then he will return to StarCraft. Meanwhile, Neo is actually in Peru right now. He's actually not in Chile.
Oh, what? He's like visiting family or something?
Kind of. I believe there's like a football game going on or something. It's like Peru versus like Colombia or something. Like, I don't know.
Oh god.
Yeah, I don't follow these real life sports. Dark King.
It's the qualification for the World Cup.
There you go. So because of that, he and his father and a bunch of people went to Peru to watch them live, to watch the games.
Wow, incredible. And they have not returned, I assume.
No. and he's actually having a meetup right now with Shelby, and I think they're meeting up tomorrow. Shelby, Tavo, and Palomo.
Oh my god, mate. I hope someone live stream that. That's gold, mate. That's like content waiting to be ripped.
Yeah. I'm like, oh my god, mate, someone's gonna die from alcohol poisoning. Like someone, I don't know who, but someone's not making out of it alive, mate. It's not happening. Oh god. If Chaos Fate was a part of it, then no one would come out alive, mate. Oh god.
Mate, if I ever go to like an offline event of StarCraft or some kind of reunion of StarCraft personalities, remind me to buy a video camera.
Oh god.
No,
You'll expose everyone.
I will film the shit out of everyone.
Yeah.
Do you remember back in the old days of? I don't even know if you were in the community back then. Back in the old days of StarCraft 2, Team Liquid used. There was a guy who did a lot of interviews back then in offline events and things like that. Who was it? Hotbeat, I believe it was his name.
Mm-hmm.
I wanna do that. I wanna be the Hotbeat, mate, for Latin American StarCraft, mate.
Yeah. Honestly, that'd be great, especially when offline events come back. Like, it is something that we're missing a little bit. Is like, you know, these like IRL interviews, like getting to know players and getting to know their personalities a little bit more.
Yes. Yeah. Some of the more entertaining tournaments that I have seen are when they happen offline. You know, like there was a Copa America in Peru. There was a Chilean only tournament in Chile, mate, where the final was offline.
Wow.
Back in like 2013 or something like that, mate.
Jesus Christ.
Mate, I sound like an old man.
Hopefully we get it back. And speaking of getting it back, we are now in this game, and there's been a lot of interesting things going on. One that's pretty obvious is that, of course, Jim is going for mutas because it's Jim. But Tavo is going mech right now. Like, he's got a lot of Hellions, and behind this madman is going BC.
Look, as long as it works, mate. As long as it works. He saw what Maru said a few weeks ago, mate.
Yeah.
And he's doing it.
Oh my god. I don't think I got to speak to you about it. Yo, exclamation mark Funada Maru, mate. Like, he's propagating people to play mech.
Look, I agree, mate. I agree. You know, ever since I saw... Oh, I forgot the name of this. They're an American player.
What does he do?
He only plays mechs in TvZ.
Oh my god.
Pure Legacy. Legacy.
Yeah, Pure Legacy.
Ever since I saw Pure Legacy, I saw the true way of Terror, mate. And Tavo is trying, mate, but unfortunately he's not being very successful. All his Hellions has been cleaned up. He lost the DVC because unfortunately JimRising was going for a JimRising. And his VC got lost. I mean, if there's one thing that you don't want to happen when you're going for VC mates, is losing them, because they're so expensive and they take so much time.
Exactly, like you need to build up a solid foundation of BCs. Meanwhile, there are Lings flooding into every single base right now. Oh my god, Hellbats are trying to chase them down, but Hellbats are so slow.
Yeah. Mutalis in the main base, Erlings in the tier and the natural, mate. 12 workers already went down. And there's not much to defend, mate. There's a VC and there's a couple of Hellbats and not much else. I mean, I'm impressed that Tavo is still up, to be honest.
Oh yeah. He actually has more workers, which is surprising. It goes to show Jim doesn't really make a lot of workers. It also goes to show that Hellion run by that we saw earlier was actually pretty crucial. As 6 drones went down, and this game would be different if Jim was able to keep that worker lead.
Yeah, definitely. By the way, JimRising is pushing text, mate. There's a Roach Warren on the way.
Oh my god, Roach Warren is on the way. Meanwhile, we see a BC teleport on top of the mutas. No, the workers are coming back to the links. No, puppy!
Man, I don't know why those Mutalis didn't fight that battle cruiser. I think they could have taken it out, but mate, Tavo is losing a lot of workers. 20 workers killed this round, plus the 12 that he lost a couple of minutes ago, mate. He's now, how many workers does he have? 50.
Yeah.
50 workers.
Oh god, he really needs to tighten up, because these run-bys are not stopping. Like, he needs to start like getting a wall up and running. He needs to close things off. And he needs to start working on just splitting up his army in each of his bases, because right now he's just like his army is stuck in the main.
Mate, that Thor is too fat.
Oh no, the poor Thor. Finally, the Hellbats are able to come down to the natural base. At the same time, the Mutas do hit the third base once again. Just it's getting SCV after SCV.
7, 8, 9, 10 workers. Finally, I think one more shot from a Thor, and he will have lost a lot of the Metalists, but he managed to save them. To save most of them, and 13 more workers have gone down.
Jim is getting away with the fact that he isn't droning up very much, with the fact that he's been able to just stifle the economy of Tavo so much. What I will say is that because Tavo is going mech, like, his army supply is slowly increasing over time, like the BC count, the Thor count, like, he's not completely out of this. It's just the problem is that he's giving the entire map for free to Jim. Like, Jim honestly has had nothing to worry about at home.
Yeah, and unfortunately, with JimRising switching tech mech, he's going for Roach Hydra. And look at the composition of Tavo, mate. He doesn't have any tanks.
Yeah, he's got one, almost none. Oh god, oh.
He has one tank, mate. One tank, which is not going to help a lot when your opponent suddenly has a lot of roaches and hydras in your face.
Yeah, exactly. Here we go. Tavo, it looks almost as if he's all in. He lost so many workers. He's sending his entire army across the map. What is he going to meet? He is going to meet some hydras. 1-1 is already done. Hydra speed is already done. But I don't think there's enough hydras here to really fight this. Like, Jim has to be patient. He has to back off.
Yeah, not yet, not yet. He needs a little bit of more army for it to fight, and this is a little bit premature in my opinion for Jim. While there's only one tank, there's still one tank, and this is a lot of power with the DCs and the Thors.
Oh yeah, exactly. The Hellbats are getting into the mineral line as well. Like, Tavo is fighting so incredibly well here. And as you said, like, Jim, he pulled the trigger a little bit too early. Got the drones.
Yeah. If I were him, I would probably just sacrifice this base, mate, because honestly, you have more than enough.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, eventually Jim will clean this up. There's only one tank and 2 Thors left. So this will be cleaned up, but the fight went a lot better for Tavo.
Yes, a lot better than what I was expecting. But yeah, finally cleaned up. He didn't lose the base, which is important, but he did lose a lot of workers.
He also lost every single Hydra. He's got 1 Hydra left. And Hydras are expensive. They take a lot of gas. So just like that, sure, Jim still has the better economy, but the army is getting a lot better for Tavo. We were criticizing his tank count, but he's been making nothing but tanks.
Yeah, nice. Finally for Tavo, his composition is starting to look pretty good now. And meanwhile, look, JimRising is still ahead. Let's not kid ourselves, okay? JimRising is still ahead. He has a lot of bases. He has 1, 2, 3, 5 bases against the 3 of Tavo. And he can rebuild his army a lot more quicker than Tavo can. So, switching techs for JimRising might not be a problem. Ooh, but this run by Ophellion.
Ooh, there's a lot of potential here with this run by, but Jim is able to spot this in time. He pulls away his workers, and he is able to swat the Hellions away. They actually didn't get a single drone kill, so nice reaction there by Jim. But it goes to show that now Tavo, he is relatively safe at home, and now he has the opportunity to go for these counterattacks.
Oh no, mate, Tavo is a supply block.
Oh, no!
I hate it when this happens. Hellions coming in for round 2. The drones are not moving. He's gonna lose a few of them. Only 8, 10. Okay, 10 drones, 11 drones. That's a lot. Oh my god, the overlords.
Oh no, all the overlords. Yo, we were talking about Tavo getting supply block. Now it is Jim's turn. No, keep going. It's Jim's turn to get a little bit supply blocked here. So nicely done here by Tavo. Finally able to deal some damage. I was like, yo, where's Blue Flame? It looks like Tavo realized as well. He's like, yo, where's Blue Flame? he's finally getting it.
Oh my god. Okay, the VCs are gonna get out, and there we go. Tavo didn't resume VC production, right? I think he only got stuck at 2 and nothing more. 3 VCs. Okay, 3 VCs. That's still a lot of firepower, and with a lot of tanks that also he has, mate. This is a scary army. It doesn't look big, but it's gonna pack a punch.
Oh yeah, especially because bearing in mind that he has Yamato. Like, each of these BCs can one-shot a unit at the start of the fight, and then dive into it. So, as you said, like, Tavo, despite honestly dying and struggling at the start of the game, he's getting fortified. Like this third base is looking solid. He's got a fourth base up and running. He has sensor towers all over the place. Like he's done a really good job at clawing his way back into this.
Yeah, this is the mech way. Like you survive the early aggression and you just amass a lot of units and move out. And I think we're going to see Tavo do that very soon.
Exactly. Like Jim is maxed out, but Tavo is not too far behind. Pretty shortly, Tavo, when he does max out, even though both army numbers are going to be similar, like Tavo's army is going to be that much more efficient, and that much more like gas intensive. So Jim has to be careful. Like, what's his plan right now? Roach, Ravager, Corruptor, Viper is okay. It's okay.
It's okay. The Vipers are the ones that are going to be like the important units in this fight. And there we go. 5 tanks immediately jank and kill like mate. Suddenly there's no tanks here. Tavo needs to regroup his tank from the other bases. But the important part, JimRising couldn't like get through because he doesn't have a lot of units in reality. That was like 5 Vipers and only like a dozen Roaches.
The Vipers!
Oh my god, the Vipers!
Oh, beautiful Yamato's 3 Vipers sniped instantly. Honestly, I feel like Tavo maybe could have stuck around a little bit longer, but he wanted to preserve his BCs, and just like that, Tavo kind of coming out on top there. Like, sniping Vipers towards the end was so important.
Yeah, this is starting to become a problem, I think, for JimRising. He needs to kill Tavo in the next, like, 10 minutes, otherwise the turret is gonna get out of control.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I was also, I have to praise Tavo a little bit as well, because even though he lost all his tanks earlier in that fight, it was very, he was very quick to, like, transfer the rest of his tanks over and replace them. It's something that maybe some Terran players are a little bit lazy about, so, like, Tavo, he's had some really, really great control. He keeps harassing as well, and Jim, I'm just worried because, like, where's the Greater Spire? Like, you know, where are the Hive units? Sure, he's got Vipers, and that's great and all, but typically you have Broodlords as well. Not stuck with this kind of Lair Tech army.
I just realized, mate, that Tavo has been doing a great job with his upgrades. He's already at 3-3.
Oh, yeah. Jesus. Now he's working on ship upgrades as well for his BCs.
There we go, mate. Finally, Greater Spire has begun.
It took a long time, but it is finally on the way. But again, it's still not done. Jim is gonna need a lot of time. He also has to free up supply if he wants to get to those Broodlords. But here we go. Tavo is finally maxed out.
Okay, mate. Tavo is gonna help JimRising to free up supply very soon.
Let's go. Oh, he's getting caught on siege.
Yeah, a few of the tanks were on siege. A couple of blinding clouds. Not every tank is under the blinding cloud, mate. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough.
Yeah, exactly. Jesus Christ. Jim plummets in supply there for a moment. The base is going to go down, and Tavo can just keep on pushing. What's scary is that a lot of energy were used on those blinding clouds. And quickly checking, there is only 1 Viper left alive.
Oh, no. This is not boding well for our third player here.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, he's gonna try to go in one last fight. He does have some decent blinding clouds. Maybe he can hold on here, but he lost another base.
Yeah, not enough, mate. It's not enough. The blinding clouds only take a couple of tanks out, and the rest of the tanks behind it, they just gonna crush the army of JimRising. Look, he also has a lot of corruptors that they do nothing.
They do nothing. We were talking about the Broodlords earlier, but Jim is making more Hydras right now. Hydras are not really what you need. We need those Broodlords. We need those Vipers. Thankfully, Jim was able to... Oh no, the Viper, no! Oh my god.
Luckily for that Viper, the Thor got taken out just in the nick of time because one more shot, mate.
For nada, Jim, for the all army hockey. Oh my god. Ay. Oh, Jim, he holds on for now. He's able to push the army back for now. Here we go. Finally, he's using the Corruptor for something other than just anti-air. He's gonna go and try and snipe some buildings.
There we go.
He gets a base.
Yeah, he has a bait. That's something, but that's a lot of dead supply that JimRising has. Yeah. Now, look at this. After that big fight, both players have to, like, you know, resupply again. And just look who has the bigger army now, mate. 189 supply for Tavos, 173 for JimRising. Mate, JimRising cannot keep up for this long.
Yeah, he's just been too inefficient. Like, he was stuck with Roach, Ravager, Hydra for too long. So much of his gas was wasted there. Sure, we have Broodlords, but at this stage of the game, it doesn't matter anymore. Look how many Thors there are. Look at how many Thors. Like, he doesn't care about Broodlords. Like, this is where...
There are more Thors than Dax.
Yeah. It's insane. Like, that's why at this stage of the game, we don't just need Broodlords. We don't just need Vipers. We need Infestors as well. We need to be able to fungal. We need we need a neural parasite to take over Thors. Like, Jim just doesn't have any of that.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you what he has. He has a good pair of Hydras here doing a lot of damage. They already destroyed 2 DCs and a lot of buildings.
Not bad, not bad. You know, Jim, he's clawing his way back into this. The Hydras, they bought a lot of time, and all the Broodlords have finished. It's okay. So Jim, he's got one more fight in him.
One, only one. I just realized, mate, Jim is really starving for gas.
Yeah, he's run out.
So yeah, this is going to be his last. Oh my god, the Broodlords, please not.
Jesus Christ, I don't know where they're going. They need to turn the hell around. A couple of corruptors are getting taken out for free. Here we go. It looks like they were going to the top right. The Hydras again, putting in a lot of work. The mobility of the Hydras doing so well. What about the army?
Yeah, the rest of the army, mate, I don't think they will be able to do it. There's a lot of tanks, there's a lot of Thors. There's even a couple of Hellbats for those pesky Zerlings.
Yeah.
And there we go. He's going to engage directly to the Broodlords, question mark.
Oh,
there we go. A couple of good blinding clouds over the tanks, but not enough, mate. Look how the Broodlords, they've been targeted and they fell very quickly.
Yeah, exactly. We have Lings trying to close the distance, and maybe the Lings with the tank-friendly fire can deal with these Thors. They're doing a decent job. The Thor count is basically being reset. A couple of tanks are just moving their way in, but look at the target fire. Like, the Broodlords, again, they're just going down one after the other.
Even TvZ, mate, just with a quick snipe before going out. And after all is said and done, mate, there's still 5 tanks remaining.
Yeah, there's still tanks.
7 tanks remaining.
7 tanks. We got the rally coming across the map. Tavo doesn't even care. And there's just not enough on the ground to stop him. GG gets called, and Tavo takes the first game. With mech.
With mech. So, GG. Good game by Tavo. Mate, this is, I think we can learn a lot from this, you know, starting with JimRising is getting old. And...
I mean, you say that. Remember, JimRising was playing very well in the first 10 minutes of the game. Like, if you're like...
the first 10, mate. What about the rest of the other 20?
Nah, don't worry about it. Don't worry. But like, remember, like with his Ling run bys, with his muta control, he was pulling Tavo apart. Tavo was at the brink of death. Let's be honest. Like, Jim was doing so well in the early to mid game, but then at some point Tavo was able to stabilize, and then from that moment on, like, it felt like he was in control. Like, Jim, his brain knows how to muta, but when there are no mutas, he doesn't know what to do. I don't know.
But yeah, anyhow, map number 2 has been created. The lobby is ready. It's going to be Hardwire LA, mate.
Oh yeah.
Tell me, you as a third player, what do you think of this map?
It's a larger map. Because of that, these run-bys from Jim may have a bit of a harder time. It's a decent map for mutas, though. It's pretty decent. You can dance between the bases. I'm saying that because I assume Jim is going to go mutas again, right? Right?
I mean, maybe, who knows? Maybe not that he saw that Tavo is going mid. Maybe he's going to do like a cheesy rush run-by that we usually see third players do when they face these kind of terrains. But we'll see. Map is not loading. Tavo versus JimRising. Fun fact, JimRising is not the master.
Is that a sign? Are we... Oh my god. Jim, Masters player now? Shaking my head.
Anyhow, speaking of Masters players, here we have the Grandmaster player Terran from Peru and Unidos por el Vicio. This is Tavo.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Hardwire LE, we have the Mexican Zerg player representing Timbers Esports and Todos los Macacos. It is JimRising.
Funara Supremo in the chat because he wants you to play Final Fantasy.
Shaking my head, Supremo, shaking my head.
Are you?
During the week.
Come on, mate. I'm pretty sure you're going to have a lot of free time after the tournament is over, right?
Yu-Gi-Oh, mate. Yu-Gi-Oh. That's what.
Ah, come on. Look. In recent weeks, mate, I have discovered that I'm becoming like the anti-light VIP, mate.
Oh my god.
You know, you're playing a lot of Final Fantasy. I'm playing a lot of Guilty Gear. You're playing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh, mate. I have started playing again Magic Online.
Oh my god.
Not Magic Arena, Magic Online. Okay, the older and uglier version of Magic, but that has all the cards.
You say anti-light VIP. This is like an older light VIP. That's what this is. Like. Oh god. I feel like the opposite of a TCG would be like Fortnite or something. I don't know. Like.
No, because instead of Yu-Gi-Oh, I'm playing Magic.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. It's still TCG at the end of the day, you know.
For fact, in about 1 week, more or less, I'm going to stream Magic.
Oh, nice.
A new set is coming out, and I'm gonna do a couple of drafts on Magic Online.
I was gonna say, are we gonna see some pack opening? Are we gonna?
Yes, yeah. We're going to see some pack openings and then drafting.
Nice. We look forward to it.
Yes. If you want me to do additional drafts, you can always donate me to my PayPal at.
Oh god. Yeah, PayPal is the best for that. Fun fact, I was opening packs on Yu-Gi-Oh! And I got some bit donations. They're like, yo, these are for the packs, let's go. And I'm like, mate, I don't see any of this money. It all goes to Twitch. Affiliates, they don't get any of those bits until they get 100 USD. So it's like,
wait, really?
Yeah. That's how it works.
Okay, look. I'm even worse, mate. I'm not even affiliate in my channel. I'm just a lowly peasant.
Yeah. Rough affiliate life, mate.
You know, I don't have emotes. I cannot be subscribed to. You cannot give me money. all I can say is that please watch, subscribe, and share. You know, that's all that I need right now.
Oh god. Well, someone who also needs your support, who also needs your subscriptions and money to keep playing StarCraft so we can get good again, is Jim. As here, he did not go for an early Roach Warren, but he's taking all his gases and he is going straight into a lair.
Yeah, I think we all know what that means, right? Yeah, he's going to do an Eidos all-in.
He's going Swarm post Eidos. Let's go.
Look. To be honest, Sorghum Eidos is something that could cripple a Meg player. Okay?
Nah,
if you pull it correctly.
You're not wrong. It could work. Cham's done it before. I still remember how sad Pure Legacy would get. Remember, like last year, there was a period where like Pure Legacy and Cham would face like 5 weeks in a row in Battle of the Americas. And like Cham would just swarm host his way all over Pure Legacy, and those were sad times. But it works. It works.
Yeah, it works. Look. Whatever gets the job done, right? No, those dirty set player with no morals.
Speaking of no morals, this man Tavo doesn't have a wall, so we have another Ling run by. Only gets a Hellion for the time being, but I'm just a little bit concerned because there is that Spire. Jim was so greedy this game, just working off of very minimal amounts of queens, just droning up, getting all his gases.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Mate, Tavo is going bio.
Uh-oh. Okay, Tavo's mixing things up. That's cool and all. I don't know how well Bio is gonna. I feel like Jim is more comfortable against Bio.
Yeah, definitely. While a lot more mobile than mech, it is a lot more fragile as well because Marines are good made, but they're like made of paper.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, with enough mutas, you can overwhelm those Marines at times. Also, Ling Bane is a great, like, accompaniment to those mutas. So Jim is already going into, like, the perfect army composition against Bio that he's going to need. He doesn't have to tech transition into Roaches or Hydras or Broodlords or anything like that.
Yes. Also, let's be honest. Bio is harder to play.
It is.
Okay? You need to split a lot better versus Painlings, and one little mistake and suddenly your game is all over. And the Banshees managed to find a little opening here, a little weak spot in JimRising's defenses. 6 drones killed, and almost take a queen out as well.
Ooh, nicely done. At the same time, we have a bit of a Hellion run by. Ooh, does get behind the middle line, but does get pinned against the wall by all of these Lings. And Jim is going to clean all of this up. And with the death of all the aggression, now Jim, he is free to make mutas. Oh, but he gets scouted.
Yeah, he was scouted, but the question is it going to be fast enough because the Mutalisks are already on the way, mate.
Oh yeah, mutas are on the way. We have Mrs. Hearts being thrown down immediately, so this is honestly, like, thankfully for Tavo, he was able to scan because he had no idea mutas were coming. he was not ready for them, but now he is, so the likelihood of these mutas dealing damage isn't as high as it otherwise would have been. Like, Tavo, he's going to be looking for them.
Yeah, we'll find out in a minute now. The Mutalisks are on the way on the left side of the map. And there we go. Oh, is it going to be intercepted by these Marines? But meanwhile, mate, we have a run by of Banelings.
Oh, the Bailing run by. No!
Unfortunately, there was a wall and there was a tank ready, so the Banelings do 0 damage. They destroy one supply depot. So all they did was burn one person's house.
Oh my god, that's all they got. We even have a repair on the other depot. Repair, puppy, repair! SCV, please! 2, no! F's in the chat. And the mutas come in! The tanks are exposed!
Oh my god, there's nothing here to defend the tanks. One tank goes down, the second one as well, and the Mutalisks are going to get out. Oh, but we need to be careful. The Marines are coming from the other side. He only lost one Mutalist. That was so lucky by JimRising.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the defense from Tavo in the beginning was great, but JimRising was still able to find some damage anyway. The death of those tanks means that any kind of fire push, again, this could have been with 3 tanks. Now there is only 1.
Yeah, if I were Tavo, I will not push out with only 1 tank.
Yeah.
That's suicide.
Oh god. And Tavo, he wants to live in this world. He does not want to end his life, so he does back off. He only clears a little bit of creep and then comes back home.
Yeah, Tavo needs more tank production, mate. If I were him, I would just probably throw 2 more factories, mate, and just go ham.
Yeah, unfortunately, like, his factory right now is making Thors, not tanks. And what I'm worried about with that is Thors are great against mutas, but ideally, the muta count, it's gotten large enough. He just goes on top of the Marines. I don't think he lost a single muta there.
Yeah, I don't think so either, but he needed to back out because the Marines managed to unload. He almost catches those medivac off guard. That would have been huge for JimRising.
And, I was talking about the factory production earlier. Like, Thors are okay. Honestly, I think I would have preferred, like, throw down a reactor and start Widowmine production. He starts now, but, like, I feel like Widowmines can be a little bit more useful here. Like, we've got plenty of Marines, we've got plenty of anti-air, but again, what about the Ling Bane?
Well, these Marines and Medivas finally got caught on the left side of the map. Meanwhile, on the right side, the push from Tavo is kind of happening. He still only has 1 tank, mate. I don't like it. It's too risky. Yeah. And there we go. The Zerlings and Banelings, they're about to cash. And...
Oh, no! Bobby! Oh my god. And this is why it's dangerous to push out with 1 tank.
this is why dangerous to push out. Period, mate. Like,
Yeah. See,
especially because he went across up a ramp without vision.
mhm.
So yeah, that was a lot of supply loss for Tavo, mate. And now JimRising is completely on the lead. He can do whatever he wants for the rest of the game.
And he catches some reinforcements. He's going for a counter attack. Tavo's going to make a tough choice. Does he go all in or does he turn around? And he has not turned around. He's thinking about it. He doesn't know.
Oh god, yeah, he's been too indecisive, mate. I think this army is gonna be lost any second now because of some good bailing settling connection, and the militaries are destroying everything at home.
Yeah, exactly. They even picked off the factory that was producing widow mines, so no more widow mines are going to be produced. Or what you see is what you get. And there are widow mines here, so I mean that's something, but there's just so much creep, and Tavo's not really finding much room here, finding much ground.
Oh god, the engineered base got taken out, so no more turrets. No more upgrades as well. Oh. So close, so close. If only those widow mines were upgraded.
Yeah. Bailey's, they just roll across the map. They find some decent connections. Mutas, oh my god, are they going to snipe the building? The CC? Up!
They will. Oh, this is huge because unlike the previous game, Tavo cannot afford to lose CCs, mate.
Yeah. And Jim's basically in full control. He's got 4 bases. He's fully droned up. Now he's expanding and taking a 5th base. He's maxed out. He's got his upgrade. His upgrades are actually lacking a lot. I just realized.
Look, he's a set player, man. He doesn't need it.
There we go. 2-2 is finally on the way. Meanwhile, 3-3 is on the way for Tavo. He just doesn't have the numbers right now. Like, I don't think Tavo can ever push deep into creep. And if he does, I feel like it would be a mistake.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely does. Meanwhile, the Marines go out, the militaries go in. Oh, I think JimRising is gonna try to sandwich the army.
Oh, yeah,
he will.
Oh god, how good are the widow mine shots gonna be?
Oh
Decent.
my god.
Oh, but it doesn't even matter.
That was a really good widow mine shot, mate, and it didn't matter because JimRising's army is just so much bigger than Tavo's.
That was probably the best fight that Tavo could have hoped for, to be honest. Like, I don't see it going better than that, and as you said, it still just wasn't enough anyway. It's time to move across the map. All army hotkey. Jim, he's got everything he needs. And Tavo's just barely struggling to survive.
Yeah, and this is, mate, we're going to see GG any second now. There's no more army. The tier base is gonna go down. All the workers are forfeit, basically. And JimRising is not gonna stop with the settling production.
Exactly, mate. GG gets called, and Jim takes game number 2. We have an ace match.
GG, mate. GG. The power of not going mech.
Oh, God. Yeah.
And yeah, mate. If you were Tavo, do you go mech in game number 3 or do you return to Bio? To try it one more time.
Either mech in game 3 or we proxy racks.
Okay, look. I know you, so of course you will proxy racks, okay? You're the kind of guy who will do that.
Oh, God. Look, it could work. I'm just saying it could work.
Well, we're about to find out, mate, because Glittering Ashes is going to be map number 3.
Oh, I'm excited, mate. I am excited. Glittering Ashes is a pretty big map. It's honestly pretty good for mech if you wanted to go for it. At the same time, because it's so big, there's a lot of room to throw down at proxy racks.
There we go. Countdown has begun. Players are ready. No, the last TvZ. What? No, okay, not the last. The last TvZ of the semifinals. It's about to begin.
Oh boy. What's your prediction? What's Tavo gonna do?
Tavo is gonna try to Bayo again.
Oh.
And then he's gonna regret it.
That's the worst answer, but also still very likely. Oh no.
And here we go. Welcome everyone to map number 3, Glittering Ashes, and spawning here in the upper right hand corner of the map, the Peruvian player, the player for Unidos por el Vicio. Can he make it happen? Tavo.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Glittering Ashes LE, we have the Mexican Zerg player showing us how to get it done with Los Mutas in game number 2. Representing Timbers Esports, it is JimRising.
So, mate, before we begin this game, I wanna give a quick shout out to a player called Sagi. That I don't know if you saw in the bracket, there was a guy named Sagi who actually took out E-Legacy in round 1.
Oh.
You know? Fun fact, Sagi, this is his first tournament with us today. This is the first time that he plays Sentimiento Latino.
Wow. Yes, shout out to Sagi. Again, we have a lot of regulars here in these tournaments, but it's always great to see a first timer, and I hope he enjoyed his tournament. And yeah, I hope we get to see more of him. We get to see more.
Yes, please come back. No, you beat E-Legacy, mate. He's like number 2 in Argentina.
Yeah. Oh my god. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Yes, congratulations, Sagi. Congratulations. And you know what? Because he won, because he didn't just win, but played his match, that means he's also eligible for the raffle.
Mate, you're going too far ahead.
Yeah. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Also, what the hell, mate? Did I just saw... Did you saw that there was a miss rally by Tavo with his SCV that went all the way across the map?
Yeah, I don't know what
I was like, is he proxying something or what is that SCV doing? And no, it was just a miss rally.
Nice. Yeah.
If I was SCV, I would probably say fuck it and try to mine some minerals while you're there.
Yeah, do something, right? So yeah, unfortunately a little bit of an awkward rally there for that SCV. Meanwhile, ooh, Reaper almost gets sniped, but he will back off. This is something that you have to get used to with Jim, and why it's not worth, like, say, SCV blocking a third base, is that Jim takes a very late third, and he stays on 2 bases a lot longer, so, like, it's not really worth it, if that's something that Tavo was thinking of, so, yeah. Just checking, looking for a third. It will come later, I imagine. And
yeah,
so far.
Meanwhile, no, go ahead.
No,
it's okay. This is your stream.
I was just gonna say we just got a standard opener here. We got a third CC before Starport, so the most standard opener. And I'm afraid, because this kind of tells me that I think he may still want to play Bio. I think you were right. Oh.
I don't know. I don't know. I think this kind of smells like mech, mate.
Okay.
You know, the faster CC, mate. This is like very well. Okay, it could be either way. You know, it could be either way. The tail is going to be. Okay, look, I have no idea. It's still up in the. It's still up in the air. Mate. It's still up in the air.
It is. As he is going for his Banshee opener. Meanwhile, Jim is doing Jim things. Very fast lair. Very fast lair. He's taking all his gases. He's going for the Nidus again.
Now, I gotta say, yeah, I think this is going to be more in line with game number 2 for Tavo, because if I recall correctly, there we go. There's a Steve. You know what I thought he was going bio instead of mech? Because of the Banshee opening.
Yeah.
No, that is a lot of early gas to go mech later.
Yeah. Oh boy. And Jim, he gets into the main base, he scouts everything, he sees 111, he sees the tech lab researching on the rack, so he knows that he's going to go up against Bio, and I'm sure he's very happy about that. I do know that he's a player that doesn't enjoy playing against mech. He always swears about them on his stream. Shaking my head, Jim.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that Tavo doubles down. He's going full bio with double engineering bay and a double drags. If I were Tavo, I would actually like switch. You know, the Overlord saw me. I kill him immediately. Go for 2 more factories.
That would be the way to do it, but unfortunately, that's not what we see right now. And Tavo is in the dark. If we look at across the map and look at his vision, he hasn't seen a lot here. And I'm worried because these Banshees are coming across the map, and if he's not careful with them, he may lose them to the mutas that are about to pop out.
Yeah, there we go. Banshees are here. The Overseer is on the way, but still not ready. But the mutas notice. JimRising notices and immediately puts all his units in position.
Oh god, and he's just going across the map as well. He's not even worried about chasing down these Banshees. He's like, mate, I got spores being thrown down. I got queens. I'm perfectly fine at home. Let's go across the map. What do we have to defend? We have some turrets. We have a handful of marines. Oh boy, but we have a lot of Ling Bane.
Oh my god. Yeah, there's a lot of Bane. And unlike the previous game, Tavo doesn't have a tank. Tavo doesn't have a wall.
Yeah. Oh god, he's got a tank in his natural, but it's not sieged up. Here come the Ling Bane. He's looking to crash into the 3rd base. Oh god, the Marines!
Oh, they go straight into the Marines. All the Marines are killed, and there's still a lot of Bailey remaining. And yeah, this is a disaster. 17 workers lost so far for Tavo. His TvZ is under attack, mate. He doesn't have anything to defend against these mutalies.
It's okay.
Like this, yeah, I mean, he got Banshees, but strangely enough, Banshee doesn't shut up.
Yeah.
So.
Oh god, they don't shoot up. They're getting a couple of drones here and there, which is cute. Oh my god, no, the tank! Papi, please! Oh god.
The Mutalis doesn't care about the Marines, mate. They just go all in, and the Marines are dead. The tank is dead, and I think this is gonna be it, mate. I think JimRising is gonna take out Tavo in this final game, and there we go.
GG, well played. Tavo once again tries the bio, and once again, JimRising comes out on top.
So, GG, mate. Congratulations to JimRising. You have saved your career. No? Tavo was about to make you retire once again.
Oh my god. Yeah, he doesn't just do that. Mate. He gets his revenge as well.
Yeah, not only that, mate, we did it. We avoided the 5-hour TvT.
Thank God. Phew. But GG, well played, JimRising, and I also want to give a bit of a shout out to Tavo as well. Like, it's cool that he was trying out other styles, but it was also really cool to see him make mech work, and in such a dominating fashion as well. Like, we saw that once Tavo in game 1 got like around 150 supply of mech, and he was getting his bases up and running, like, he was a very solid player, and he was kind of making Jim look bad in game 1. Like, let's be honest, like, Jim was struggling a lot. He was struggling a lot. And then Tavo switched to bio. So, yeah. Feels bad, man.
See, mate, this is why you don't play bio.
Yeah, it takes a lot of APM, it takes a lot of efforts, but maybe we'll see how it's meant to be done in the grand finals when we get there. But before the grand finals, Ducking, we have something else to do.
Yes, look what they have here.
Oh, what is that?
This is like a really buff squirrel.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
I know, right? My sister gifted it to me for Christmas like a couple of weeks ago. And it's amazing.
Oh god. Beautiful.
Yeah, but yeah, even more beautiful than these, mates. We have a raffle. No, we have a raffle, but before that, mate, I think you want to say thank you to someone.
Yes, massive shout out to the Brazilian caster. Thank you so much, Gustavo, in the chat for the raid. We hope you enjoyed your stream, your cast. I'm not sure what you were doing, but I'm sure it was StarCraft related. Hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for the raid. Gracias.
Thank you. You guys have arrived just in time because the grand finals is about to begin in only just a few minutes. But before that, mate, we have a raffle going on.
That we do. Do you want to tell the people a little bit about the raffle and how you can be a part of the raffle?
Sure. So for people who are not in the know, every Sentimiento Latino now, we have one raffle where one random player among all participants, doesn't matter if you're a finalist or if you're a guy who lost in the first round, you get drawn into a raffle and the winner gets $5 just for showing up. So you diamond player, you lowly gold player that are watching this at home at the moment, if you sign up in a couple of weeks for the next Sentimiento Latino, you can win some money.
You can. Just like many more have earned that money in the past. And here we go. This week, we have 21 eligible players for the raffle. One of them will walk away with $5. Could be anyone. Could be one of our finalists, or it could be someone who got knocked out in the first round, like E Legacy. We'll see. We'll find out.
Yeah. Wait. Before you do that. Funara Roro because he didn't show up. You know what's worse? He messaged me 1 hour before the tournament and asked me for the link to sign up and check in, and then didn't show up. And like,
shaking my head.
Go ahead.
Yeah. These goddamn Latin American Terran players. You know, there's the reason why we had a drought of Terrans for such a long time. They need to show up. They need to play to earn that money. And this week, the winner of the random raffle is... Congratulations to Tavo for winning the random raffle.
Really? Tavo?
Yeah.
Well, congrats for him. I mean, he's gonna walk out with double the money today.
Wow. Congratulations. Unfortunately, he didn't make it to the grand finals, but he had a good showing, and at least he's able to walk away with a little bit more for that as well.
Yeah, excellent for Tavo. Excellent for him. And yeah, and now you know, people, sign up for Filter Sentimiento Latino and win money like Tavo today.
Yes. Be sure as well to !rigged in the chat every time we have one of these raffles, or #arreglado in the chat if you're from Spanish, from Latin America.